Hey everybody, welcome back. Round 2 here for Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday night. My frustration level is kind of topped out for the night. So it's like 9 o'clock and I'm going to shoot this video quick and then I'm done to go in the house and look at some catalogs because switching this small block to a short water pump to accommodate older looking accessories and all that stuff is really kind of proven to be a pain in the ass. I'm kind of wishing I would have just left it with a long water pump and just dealt with the ridicule and the naysayers, whatever. But I spent the money for a short water pump and I've come this far, so I'm going to keep going. But here's my problem. I put the fuel line on, the hard line, and sure enough, the outlet on the water pump is different, long to short. So now my fuel line is in the way. Let me take a look here. Okay, took the time and took this line and wire wheeled it, cleaned it all up nice and oiled it. I'm going to leave it that way. But here we got, look at this. It's never going to work. This is all wrong. If this line were to come straight down and go in, that would be fine. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little research here, I guess. I would assume that end at the carburetor is a common junction, I would think, at, having a filter in the front and whatever. I should be able to get a line. I mean, these fuel pumps, they use forever. So I'm a little aggravated because I didn't notice it right away. So I took the time to clean that line up and oil it, and I was going to leave it that way, just natural finish. And yeah, that doesn't work. I did take and touched up the block where that gray sealer was. It looks much better. A couple chips where it's much better. But that kind of makes me mad because I don't know. I was hoping that would just work. But short pump, long pump, pain in the ass pump. That's what that is. So yeah, but on the high side, I did get the steering back together. The center link is rebuilt, and I got it, all bolted back together. I didn't put any cotter pins in or anything yet, just snugged everything. That did not come without its own issues. The rebuild kit that I ordered for it, put everything together. I got halfway through and I'm like, something doesn't look right here. I'm missing something. Something doesn't look right. I'm missing something. Well, sure enough, I forgot that there was actually like a sheet metal shield or cover that goes between the pitman and the center link end. Let me see if I can show you this or not. Let me grab a flashlight. Here, hold on. I forgot about that. And there's also a felt gasket in that. You can see that there. I'm not sure if the grease is supposed to be squirting out like that, but it is. If you can see that, the part that's gray is the sheet metal cover that I was talking about, and then there's a felt gasket in there. Well, I forgot all about that. You can see the black felt is in there. What I ended up using is I ran into town, went to O'Reilly, and I bought a battery terminal gasket set, and I used that. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't know how else that attaches. I don't know what else to do to that. That part has to move, so I can't like clamp it in place. I got to look at my assembly manual. But it's together and the steering works well. The problem I had with the rebuild kit itself was that the springs, if you guys are familiar, I can show you actually the springs that go in the rebuild kit. I can show you. I have two sets. Okay, here is, I'll leave this out on a towel here. Sorry for my misorganization here. Okay, that's a new spring that came with the rebuild kit. I thought, oh cool, springs, I mean, that's a pretty heavy duty spring, you'd think it wouldn't ever wear out, ever. So I put it all together and I couldn't get the end cap to thread in. I thought, what the hell is going on here? So I thought, well, maybe I gotta press it in. Well, that can't work because it's threaded and all this other crap. So here's an original spring. Shine some light on this here. See any difference there? Left side is a new spring. Right side is the original spring. There's probably an eighth of an inch difference between the springs. That made all the difference. I put an original set of springs back in there and used the new cup and everything else, and it went right together. So I'm not sure why those springs are different. Maybe the kit was more generic and made for, you know, multiple applications, but just to show you guys, don't throw away your old parts. Don't throw them away, because that saved my ass. Luckily I had two of them anyways, two center links to take the original parts out of, but like, holy crap, like, you know, I paid $50 for that rebuild kit. I could have just saved the $50 because I really didn't need to use anything out of there. I just thought it would be a good idea. Well, next time, no. So it's rebuilt, it's back on the car. I gotta buy some new grease zerks for here and there, you know, little stuff like that. But for the most part, the steering on the car, the steering on the car is together and working, and I'm happy with it. Steering box seems to work really nice. If you remember, I rebuilt that. It seems to be okay. I do need a new pitman arm nut. Some of the threads are kind of messed up towards the end, so I didn't run that all the way on, but it is keyed and it is on enough where it's not going to be an issue just moving around the yard. You can see my steering wheel there, vice grip, and that works really well. But yeah, I mean, the engine's looking nice, but the fuel line thing just totally pissed me off. I got to grab a bunch of vacuum hose tomorrow and do a couple little things here and there, just kind of tidy up and do some loose end stuff on here. Get a vacuum line to the vacuum advance. Question for you guys who know carburetors and know this stuff. Okay, this vacuum port, which appears to have something to do with the choke on here, or let me see here. Okay, has something to do with that. This vacuum port here. You can hear it. Okay, where does that go? Can I use? There's a vacuum port right down there, if you can see it. I don't know where this went because that hose was busted off. Can I use that vacuum port there? Does it matter where it gets vacuum from? This one I broke, which is for the transmission solenoid. So I am going to try and find a 90 and put a rubber hose on there rather than the steel line, because I don't like the way the steel line looks, and I'll just route it under the distributor so you don't even see it. Little stuff, you know. Like I said, guys, I'm not a mechanic, and it becomes very evident some nights for me. But I'm doing the best I can with basically only the YouTube garage for help. I got buddies who are mechanics and stuff, but and there are a few that chime in once in a while, but I haven't really been asking them for help because they got their own thing going on, you know. And you know, whatever. I want to try and do it on my own as much as I can. So that's the update for tonight. I got vacuum port questions, fuel line questions, and a warning on steering parts, any parts really, that if you're buying replacement parts, just make damn sure they're the right ones, that they're actually a match. Still haven't come up with a pulley. I kind of dropped the ball on that just because I just was kind of fed up with that issue as well. So I'm still looking for a crank pulley. It could be a single or a double groove for a short water pump. My understanding is that the balancers are not different, small block to big block, but the the pulley that I bought does not fit the bolt pattern. So I don't know if it's not even a GM pulley, or what the deal is. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. This is my first time really trying to do anything like this. But I'm not going to abandon the short water pump just yet. Maybe I should. I don't know. Would anybody notice? Yeah. But, you know, I got it on there. It's sealed. I paid, you know, whatever it was, 35, 40 bucks for the pump. I was going to buy a pump anyway, so I thought, well, why not go this route? But that fuel line I got to look into. The vacuum lines I got to look into. And, yeah, so next time I get a chance here, I'm just going to plumb some vacuum lines on here. More or less just to plug holes than anything else. Get a PVC hose on there, decide which side I'm going to run that to. Because it would fit better if I run it to this side. So here's some more vacuum fucking fittings. There's one. Don't know. There's one. That's supposed to go to some weird little solenoid thing that I don't know what it even is. I don't know where that one's supposed to go. And if there's nowhere for them to go, they're just going to get capped. So, you know, I'd love to just go buy a Edelbrock or a frickin', what is that? Atomic fuel injection for this, but it's not in the budget. I know this engine ran with this carburetor, so I'm gonna make it work with your guys' help, of course. So anyways, that's the update. I'm going to shut up and get out of here, go look at some catalogs, figure out what I got to find, either by junkyarding or eBay or new catalogs, but I need to find a hard line that'll work for this water pump. There's got to be one out there. So, alright. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and get videos here every week, but it just kind of depends on the evening schedule with the kids and the wife and the weekend plans and stuff like that. I should have been out here this weekend, but had other stuff going on, and Sunday I was hungover, so wasn't doing anything on Sunday. So, alright, on that note, you guys take care. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you next time.